Hey y'all, Nova here, back with another Battlebit Remastered guide. Today we'll be covering the support class. I'll give you my suggestions for what armor to wear. I'll tell you what guns they can use, what attachments I'd suggest for the guns, and then I'll also go over some tips and tricks when you're running the support class. So starting off with your helmet, the face, hairs, and eyes doesn't actually have any gameplay effect. I generally run the exo helmet. It doesn't make a huge difference, but you do get 12 extra armor at the loss of a little bit of mobility, but honestly that mobility really doesn't matter. If you wear normal, I mean you get 7.5 extra, but it's just not worth it. Plus the sexy exo helmets, they look very nice. So this looks like Saruman, you know, like Lord of the Rings, and then I don't know what that's from, but both of them look hella dope. I like both of them. So I'd run the exo helmet. So next, for your chest armor, again, I run the exo. Now there's a reason here. If you run the heavy, you get 2 extra magazines, and so that's nice, but with the support class, because you get ammo packs, it doesn't really matter. I'd say, you know, it just doesn't matter if you get extra magazines because you can refill your magazines anyways. So there's no reason not to run the exo. It does make you slower, but there's not that much difference, and you get 19 extra armor. And then again, with the normal, you don't even get the 2 extra mags, and you lose 1 throwable and you lose armor, so that's totally just not worth it. So run the exo armor on both your helmet and your support armor. I promise you it's worth it. So getting to your backpack, I'd say run the big backpack. Again, there's reasoning for this. Some people would argue that the heavy's better because you do get an extra ammo pack, and technically if you do the math that might be better, but I say that the big backpack's better overall, just because think about it this way. So the ammo packs are your secondary gadgets, your C4 or whatever is your primary gadgets. It's better to have more C4 just in total so you can use it all at once, because you're not going to want to be like reloading the C4 in the middle of a battle, right? So I'd run the big one. Again, up to you. I think this one looks cooler because it has like the tactical knife and all that. So that's why I run the big backpack and not the other one that gives you the other gadget. Finally, your belt doesn't make a difference, so just go on whatever you want. I think the belt makes a difference on some classes. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyways, that wraps up the character. Let's go to our loadout. So the support gets 2 types of guns, the light support guns and light machine guns. They're basically the same thing. Though I think these have less amp, you know, they have smaller mags. I think they're both like 30 or whatever. And then this one's 100. No, that's 40. This one's 40. Okay, anyways, I'd say the L86A1 feels like shit. I don't know if it's just the way I'm using it or what, but I did not enjoy grinding it up. As you can see, I started grinding it up for gun guide. Didn't get very far. It's just not a fun. I thought you getting like better attachment. It just feels really bad. It feels mediocre at close range, mediocre at mid range, and pretty bad at long range. So the MG36, now this gun feels really nice. I like using it a lot. I haven't unlocked everything yet with it, obviously, but I like the MG36 a lot, and it has a really nice skin. And then the M249, now this is my baby. As you can see, 320 kills. This thing is a beast. I have a gun guide over it, so I'm not going to go through all the attachments, but you know, it's your pretty standard stuff. You don't want the B25 because the reload's so long anyways, it just doesn't matter. And you know, you have your silencer, though you can, you know, put the tactical or VAMs if you want it, whatever. But M249, absolutely nuts gun. Not much recoil, does a ton of damage, big magazine. I love this gun. It's amazing. So I think it's the best gun, honestly. I don't know how good the Ultimax is, so obviously. Pistol doesn't really matter, but basically everything sucks except for the Glock 18, and then the Deagle and the RSH are pretty good too, from what I've heard. Bandage, I think you only get 4 of these. With the recon class you get 3, I think, though don't quote me on that. I'd say again, binoculars not really worth using since you're not recon. You can use these if you want, if you're camping in a building, which sometimes you might do as support just because you can camp in a building, kill people over and over and over again with your infinite ammo. I always run C4 just so I can destroy vehicles. Claymores, again, good for camping, though it's harder, people see them more. Something you can do with C4 actually is you can throw it down near someone else's. If you like can't get a good angle on the claymore, but you see the wires poking through a doorway, just throw a C4 in that doorway, explode it, and it'll destroy the other person's claymore. That's how I deal with claymores a lot of the time. Once the enemy's suicide meme. This is realistically, this would be really bad to run on a support because you run really slowly, right? So I would not suggest running that on a support class. Now, this is the specialty of the support class. They get the heavy ammo kit. Don't ever use the small ammo kit. There's no reason to use it over the heavy ammo kit, at least that I know of. And I think the heavy ammo kit actually has more total bullets and stuff. So this is how you can get extra primary gadgets and nades and stuff like that. So definitely run this. Again, you only get 2 of these because you're running the the big backpack, I believe, but it'll be worth it because you'll get to run more of your gadgets all in one. Finally, throwables. I'd say run the frag grenades. You get 4 of them. It's absolutely insane. Just chuck these out when you spawn in. May as well. You don't have anything to lose. I think the impact nades are still considered bad, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. And you know, I don't really see the point of running flash grenades, flashbangs, just because you can't really push very fast. Again, the support moves so slowly. So anyways, run these frag grenades, and I haven't run support too much yet, but you can get a ton of kills with these for sure. And try not to forget, I forget all the time, honestly. So anyways, that wraps up the loadout portion of this video. Let's get into the tips and tricks for this support. I don't have too many, but basically this is the only class capable of building the large Hesco wall. I'd assume that's another barrier that you can put down. This class places barriers instantly and they repair faster than the other classes, so definitely really good when you're out in the open and you don't have any cover, so you can place those barriers down to make sure that other classes can't destroy you immediately. Though I'd say the engineer maybe counters the support a little bit because they got that RPG, so not much you can do about that except kill them back. You get a free extra grenade just like the squad leader. I actually didn't know that the squad leader got a free extra grenade. I just read that, so that's good to know too. But eventually I'll make a class guide on the squad leader as well, and I might mix that in with a guide about like squad mechanics and stuff. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, free extra grenade. It's the only class with the heavy ammo kit. I already covered that. Then tip, I already said this too, but make sure you throw all your nades. Don't hold on to them. There's no reason you're gonna die anyways. You will get more kills than you would expect with these nades, guys. It's just make sure you use them. And then finally, you move more slowly. So I'd suggest moving through places where there's cover, buildings. Don't run in the middle of an open field. If you do, put down use your squad points to put down barriers so you don't just get sniped immediately. Generally, if you're wearing that Hexo helmet, it'll block at least one sniper shot to the dome. I know because I've been sniping people and my shots don't kill them immediately, so that sucks sometimes. But make sure that you're moving through cover, you move more slowly, you have a lot more bullets so you can mow down big groups of people. There's nothing more satisfying than killing 6 people at a time. But yeah, so support's really fun. I'd say the biggest thing is throw down your nades. Don't forget to throw down your heavy ammo kits as well. Additionally, I think personally that the way the UI works for the ammo kits is really bad, and I think that honestly, if you were a support class and you could actually see when people are low on ammo and you could just hold the heavy ammo kit like the medic does with their not bandage, their first aid kit or whatever, and you could just right click on people to refill their ammo, I think that would be dope. I think they should add it. You should also, right now you get hardly any XP when people use your kit. I think you should get way more XP as well. I think that'd really buff the support and make it more well-rounded. So honestly, you could even hold right click to like refill people's nades, stuff like that. Maybe that'd be too OP, I'm not sure, but right now the UI sucks. I think it'd be better if you could hold right click on other people. So that's something they could do to really make the support class more well-rounded, and I don't think too many people play it. I mean, a fair number of people do, but it could definitely be better. So that's it for the support class guide, I believe. I think that's everything. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments below. It's been absolutely nuts. I get so many positive comments every day, guys. It really makes my day. I promise you. I read every single person who leaves a comment. I read it, and I usually respond if I've responded to every single comment, I think. If I haven't, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's been amazing to see the channel grow like it has. It means so much to me. I can't believe how fast it's grown. So it's been amazing. Thank you guys. Thanks for all the support. And at the end, I'm actually going to add something where I say thank you to people who've been donating to me. So thanks to Robert. He recently donated a large amount, so really appreciate him. And I'll also shout out my members at the end as well in the future. So anyways, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.